It's finally here. Midjourney has just released their video model, and I can't wait to give it a try. Let's dive right into it. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and go into create right here on the left side of Midjourney. And we're just gonna simply put a man reading a book. We're gonna see what comes out of that. Keep in mind, Midjourney is going to simply create 4 images, just like it always does, and you're going to be turning that image into video. So Midjourney gave me 4 different images, 4 different styles. So I'm going to choose one, and we're going to go ahead and animate that. So I can click animate right here, or I can simply select it, and I get a little bit more options. We get our standard stuff that we always get if we want to make a variant of this image, if we want to upscale it, or if we want to rerun it. So we're going to go all the way down where it says animate image. And here we have auto, we have manual, we have low motion, and we have high motion. So let's go ahead and take a look at what each one does. So low motion creates a video from this image with a low amount of motion. High motion creates a video from this image with a high amount of motion. For this example, we're going to use low motion, and we're going to use auto. Now, I don't expect for Midjourney's video model to be a A+, a home run out the gate. What I like it for is the fact that I can simply just create Midjourney images and add a video to it instead of downloading those Midjourney images and uploading it somewhere else for video. So this kind of cuts down the steps and cuts down probably the subscriptions that we have to purchase as well. So let's dive right into it and see what the video actually looks like. Okay, so we're complete. We have 4 different versions of video. We can hover right over it and we can kind of see what each one does. And I really am impressed with the results. I love how each of them kind of shows that he's flipping through the pages. It looks like we have a good little zoom effect. It looks like 3 out of the 4 is a zoom in effect, while this one is just simply a subtle looking through the images. I think this is super great. So what I want to do is I actually want to go to the original image. We did low motion before, so I want to go back and select high motion, and I want to show you guys what the difference is. Okay, so our top 4 is our high motion. So let's kind of see what differences we see. It looks like there's just a lot more going on here. We're a little faster here. He's moving his head. He's moving his eyes. So it seems like there's just a lot more going on. He's moving his fingers, he's moving his head, his eyes, his head is tilted slightly. So I really think that there are going to be advantages and disadvantages to the low motion and high motion. Both of them look great for the use cases. And if I were using this for a client or even myself, if I want to put together a reel, what I would do is I would edit just the portion that I would like, because it's AI. So eventually the video gets a little wonky, so you want to be able to kind of just take out what you need. So let's try something a little bit more dynamic so that way we can kind of see what we get from that. Let's try a woman jogging in the park. And we're going to actually change the aspect ratio to portrait, change that to raw. Let's make it just a little bit more stylized, and let's go from there and see what we get. I do appreciate the fact that we're not just simply putting in a prompt and creating videos, because I know that may take up tokens or credits and all that stuff. It's simply creating an amazing image from our prompt, and then from there we get to select which one we want to actually be a video. So let's go ahead and let's try this one, because we see her legs, we see her full stride in motion, and we're going to actually go to, let's go to low motion here, and we're gonna go ahead and click submit. So I just wanna highlight that the difference between auto and manual is when you select manual, you have a starting image here, and it gives you a chance to be able to add to the prompt. So let's give an example. It's going to start with a woman jogging in the park, and I'm going to say running away from a dog. We're gonna click submit and we're gonna see what comes out of that. Okay, so this is what Midjourney created. A woman jogging in the park and the dog is chasing her. In each one of the videos, the dog is definitely coming from behind her. It seems like they're coming from the left each time. And it's really pretty interesting stuff here. I really like the third one. It seems like, you know, the dog is moving in slow motion just like she is. With the fourth one, it seems like she's picking up the pace. The dog is picking up the pace as well, even pulling up some of the leaves. And I think that's what makes Midjourney really amazing, because it really gets these details. It really gets these details locked in. So what do you guys think of Midjourney's new video model? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Leave your thoughts in the comment below and let me know which video you want me to create next. Until next time, y'all, peace.